Welcome back, everyone, to the Bourbon Study. Today we're making something a little bit different.
It's Smismashio. Smismashio. Smismashio.
Yeah.
You're doing that for Mickey's Christmas Carol, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was doing from.
You recently visited Massachusetts, our hometown.
I did. My aunt and uncle are big fans of this restaurant that is just over the bridge down the Cape, near one of my favorite breweries, which is Knockabout Brewery, but it's just down the street. It's called Tomatoes. And they found it a couple years ago, and every time I go home now, they're always like, "You want to go to Tomatoes?" They had seasonal cocktails on the menu. The first one I tried was like a pumpkin martini, and there was another one on there, it was pistachio martini, and my grandmother's favorite ice cream flavor. She doesn't eat a lot of ice cream these days, but when she was eating ice cream when I was a kid, pistachio was always in the freezer.
My favorite is the Blue Bunny pistachio almond.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah, it's so good. It's just like the regular pistachio ice cream, but it has like almonds crushed up.
Oh, see, so my grandma, the one she always had in the freezer was the pistachio one from like Friendly's.
Yep.
And so like it made me think of her, but also this drink is crazy, like
It's
tastes exactly like pistachio.
Yeah, and it's sort of weird because these ingredients you wouldn't necessarily lead to pistachio. We're going to use some Di Serono,
which is amaretto.
Amaretto almond. We're going to use some blue curacao, which is orange flavored, and then some bourbon cream. If you don't have that, you can sub with an Irish cream or any sort of cream-based.
It's giving it that velvety.
A cream.
Yeah.
Literally, this drink is
so
just
easy.
1, 1, 1.
I tried 1, 1, 1. Lois. I tried it, different variations of it the first night I made it, because I then made it after that night, and because nobody had it at the restaurant but me, but then everybody had it that weekend and they loved it.
Yeah.
It's
shocking because you wouldn't think that almond and orange would lead to pistachio flavor,
no,
but it does. It tastes exactly like the ice cream. So if you are a fan of pistachio ice cream, this is the drink
100%. It actually reminds me too, like aromatically and smelling wise, because there aren't a ton of drinks that I feel like amaretto, other than like amaretto sours pops up in.
Correct.
And it's got that. This time of year, I think about those Christmas tree cookies you used to make.
Yes.
Those are very amaretto heavy.
Also, this is a lower ABV.
Yeah.
So if
you're
not like a high proof spirit sort of person, this is the drink for you, because we've got the bourbon cream is only 15%, so it's 30 proof, and the Di Serono is only 28%. So you're not.
What's this, like 12?
Like 4.
15. It's 15 too. Yeah. I think this is a great holiday party drink. I was having it, and I was immediately like, "Oh, I'm at when they do the what's it called when you swap the gifts? Somebody opens the gift, you do the thing.
White elephant.
The white elephant Christmas party.
Yankee
I was singing.
swap.
Yankee swap. Yes, yeah.
Where we're from.
Yeah, I think white elephant's like Pennsylvania. They call it that.
But Yankee swap, white elephant, same idea.
Yeah.
Everyone takes a number.
And I was like, "Oh, I'd love to be playing that game right now."
Yeah. So we're gonna do literally 1 ounce of the amaretto, the blue curacao, and the bourbon cream.
Yeah. Which I also have learned. Nobody in Massachusetts will say blue curacao.
What do they say?
They say blue
stuff?
Yeah.
Blue stuff?
And they just go, that stuff.
I
think they know what it is and what it's used in, but they're always like, I asked, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, it's blue curacao." And they'd be like, "I don't have the blue
I don't know. 1 ounce each of the Di Serono or whatever amaretto you have.
Yeah, because I just have stereotypical amaretto.
Of the blue curacao and 1 ounce of a bourbon cream. You're going to want bourbon cream anyway because it's great in coffee. Great in coffee creamer.
But this time of year, you need it.
You need it. So we're going to take the 111. 111. Lower.
You shake it.
And shake.
1.
We want to have a fancy martini glass for this, obviously.
You know what? So when I was having this drink too, the complaint was that they were like, "Why are the martini glasses so shallow?" And they were like, "Not because we want more drink, but because it always spills when the server's handing it to you."
We only have deep ones because
I said you need the deep one.
Everywhere.
Yeah. I was like, because you want space in that thing.
We're going to use a little simple syrup on 1/2 of the glass, and then we're going to do some of the crushed pistachios.
Smismashios. Maybe we should just call this drink the Smismashio. It looks like the color of this is a little off-putting.
Smismashio.
There was a movie I saw as a kid called Fuzz Bucket, and it was this boy who had an imaginary friend, and he went in the kitchen, and in the kitchen, the shot was it's panning through the kitchen, all the cupboards are open and everything, and then it's a blender that's blending, and the drink that was being blended turned out to this color, and that invisible friend drank it, and then he became, you could
The
see him.
thing is that the Blue Bunny ice cream is this color.
Here we go.
The smell is just so
Could be a little
ice
candle.
creamy. It's shocking. I can't believe that orange and almond leads us to pistachio, but it does.
You know what I love too is it's like everybody I feel like has blue curacao and they always have way too much of it, and you're like, what do I use if it's not in a margarita? And I think we found a great drink for
If
it.
you like pistachio ice cream, if you like pistachio macarons, if you like pistachio anything,
Cookies.
this is the drink. It's a cream drink, but it's not creamy. And in
yeah.
the sense of like, it's not like a lot of heavy cream.
I don't
and
feel
milk
like
and-
super weighted down after one. Yeah.
because it's only using the bourbon cream. It's not using any other dairy.
I like the rim too because I actually think it gives it a good texture. Like it gives it that nutty texture. It's a bit nutty. And but it's like it's weird because it's just this weird drink where you're like, you tell anybody these ingredients and they're like, oh yuck.
Yeah,
But if you just
terrible.
give them the drink,
Hideous.
it's also hard to be like, hey, have this weird
Blue
seafoam
colored
green.
drink.
Yeah. Just call it blue milk from Star Wars. That's what it looks like. I think this is a great holiday drink. I think this time of year, from now until New Year's, I think this is like that. This rings true with a very seasonal flavor to me.
Just-
I don't think
it's a
pistachio is exclusively seasonal.
No, and you wouldn't think that, but then when you drink it, you're like, oh yeah, and I'm looking at the tree and like that checks out.
But
That's
gives me
very
that ice
seasonal.
creamy, cookie, like holiday, just
Yeah.
like comfort, end of the night. Ooh, this is the drink to have, and then sit
This is
and
a
chat or
dessert
watch
drink.
a movie. Yeah, it definitely, 100%. I think it's definitely worth trying if you're, even if you're just remotely curious. Again, these are probably ingredients that you already have on your bar. Like Jill said earlier, we added
cream.
bourbon cream. It said in the original recipe I was using, it was Irish cream, whatever. But I think the bourbon cream makes it a little smoother.
The Irish cream has, anyone who's had Bailey's know it has a very specific flavor to it with sort of a back end like twang.
I also think Bailey's has a little bit too heavy of a chocolate
I feel like the
flavor.
bourbon cream takes away that like bite of the Irish cream.
And it gives it lets the Di Serono, I think, like the almond come in a little bit more. And I think it makes it like just a little more well balanced. But you most likely have these three ingredients on your bar, especially if you've been watching the Bourbon Study, because we've used Di Serono and other things before.
Yes.
But
So Di Serono, blue curacao, some sort of bourbon cream, a delight. If you like pistachio things, mix this, try it, have it at the end of the
I think
night.
this is a great holiday party drink. I think this is one that's like unexpected.
Yeah.
Who's bringing pistachio flavored things to anything? Weirdos.
Weird.
We're the weirdos, mister. Anyway, if you like the video, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave us some comments, let us know what you're drinking, and if you want to keep us in our drinking habits so we can have more Smismashio martinis, patreon.com/
The Bourbon Study, Smismashio.
Smismashio. We do fun like tastings and whatever else on there. We're trying to create a little bourbon community.
Mine's gone.
She went all in on this drink, and I was worried. I pulled the drinks aside because I got here before her,
And I was like, what is this trash?
She said,
that
"What are you doing?"
put out
And I
here?"
was like, "I'm gonna make this drink for you. We're gonna do it." So I'm excited about this. So that means you have to try it now. So let us know what you thought. Thank you, everybody. See you later.
Cheers.